Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Today I will break down what are ICT New York macros. So let's get straight into it. So, ICT New York macros are short, predefined time windows inside the New York trading session where institutional algorithms are most active. They are just fixed time blocks in the New York session where the market usually makes important moves. These are used to anticipate liquidity raids, volatility spikes, and major price movements. So there are three macro sessions in the New York session. The first one is the AM session. There are two macros inside the AM session. The New York AM macro one starts at 9:50 a.m. and ends at 10:10 a.m. New York local time. And then the New York AM macro 2 starts at 10:50 a.m. and ends at 11:10 a.m. New York local time. Now let's move to the lunch. The New York lunch macro starts at 11:50 a.m. and ends at 12:10 p.m. New York time. Now let's move to the PM session. There are two macros inside the PM session. The New York PM macro 1 starts at 1:10 p.m. and ends at 1:40 p.m. New York local time. And then the New York PM macro 2 starts at 3:15 p.m. and ends at 3:45 p.m. New York local time. Now, let's move on to the charts, and I will show you one by one examples of each macro time window. First, we will mark out our New York AM session macro 1 time. You can check the time at the bottom of the charts, so we will wait until we can see some logic behind what price is doing. Here you can see that the price has swept a buy-side liquidity in our macro time. So now we will wait for confirmations. Here we have a change in state of delivery. We also have a fair value gap. So we will enter on this gap, place our stop, and target the recent low as our sell-side liquidity. So the price instantly triggered our order and then delivered the price straight to our target. First, we will mark out our New York AM session macro 2 time. You can check the time at the bottom of the charts. You can also verify the time zone. So we will wait until we can see some logic behind what price is doing. Now we can see that the price has rebalanced a bearish fair value gap. It has also swept a minor buy-side liquidity inside the macro time. Now we only need the confirmations. Now we have a change in state of delivery. So we will enter right here, place our stop at the high, and target the sell side liquidity. Price started moving to the downside, went sideways for a while, took a retracement to the upside, and then delivered the price to our target. First, we will mark out our New York lunch macro time. You can check the time at the bottom of the charts. You can also verify the time zone. So we also have a swing low, which becomes our sell side liquidity. So here you can see the price has swept our sell side liquidity in our macro time. So let's drop down to the 1 minute time frame. Here you can see that the market had created a change in state of delivery, and we also have fair value gap. So we will enter on this gap, place our stop at the low, and target the buy side liquidity. The price instantly triggered our order, started displacing to the upside, and gave us our target. You can see how simple but powerful these times are. Just focus on these times, and these can make anyone profitable. You just need a bit of understanding and belief. First, we will mark out our New York PM macro 1 time. You can check the time at the bottom of the charts. So we have a high here, which we will mark as our buy-side liquidity and wait until the macro opens. You can see that the price has swept our buy-side liquidity at the macro open, so we will drop down to the 1 minute time frame and look for confirmations. Now we have a change in the state of delivery. We also have a bearish fair value gap, so we will enter short on this gap, place our stop above the high, and target the recent low as our sell side liquidity. The price triggered our order and started moving to the downside. Then a huge retracement came to the upside, giving us a drawdown, but it didn't stop us out and went straight to our target. First, we will mark out our New York PM macro 2 time. You can check the time at the bottom of the charts. You can also verify the time zone. So, we have a buy-side liquidity sweep. Also, the price has swept this liquidity inside our macro time. Now, let's drop down to the 1-minute time frame and look for confirmations. We now have a market structure shift to the downside. We will enter short right here, place our stop at the recent high, and target the sell side liquidity. The price instantly moved straight to our target, so clean target. Thank you so much for watching. If you're serious about taking your trading to the next level, I highly recommend joining my Telegram and Discord communities. Inside, you'll get daily market overviews, actionable insights, and educational content designed to help you understand the markets like a pro. You'll also become part of a supportive, like-minded community of traders who share strategies, ideas, and real-time analysis. And if you're ready to go all in, I offer personalized one-on-one mentorship. Just drop me a message on Discord, and we'll create a plan tailored specifically to your goals, helping you navigate the markets with confidence and precision. Don't just trade, trade smart, trade with strategy, and dominate the markets. Your journey to consistent success starts here.